on Todd for G66. Welcome to another Tuesday Tone Tip. On today's video, I'm going to take a look at a model of one of the most legendary high gain amplifiers of all time, the Soldano SLO-100. These are modeled as the Solo 100 models, and there are models of the lead, rhythm, and clean channels. However, I reckon 99% of people who want the SLO tone want the lead channel tone. So we're going to start right there. PRS DGT will start on the bridge humbucker. We will hear the neck humbucker and the neck humbucker split, so I can show you how this amp cleans up. And I'm using my kind of regular setup here. LTTV Mix 7, my free cab IR, link in the video description, and a little bit of the gold plate reverb on there. Now, straight out of the box on the Solo 100 lead, this is one of my favorite thick distorted sounds. If you like playing sort of late 80s, early 90s music, then you can probably just start with this at the stock settings in your favorite IR and go from there. It's a glorious thing. We're going to park that one right there and have a listen to the rhythm and the clean channel. The rhythm channel to me is great for a kind of 70s style rock crunch. Again, I don't even really feel the need to tweak the EQ on there. I feel like with everything at noon, it's pretty fantastic. We get this. With the clean channel, I find I like to turn the gain up, and depending on the type of guitar I'm playing, I just basically play around with how much bass and depth you want to add to the circuit. If you want a big, fat, clean sound out of single coils, turn them up. I would say a neck humbucker, which is already pretty girthy sounding. I might turn the bass down a bit. The clean channel is very sort of mid-60s Fender. The rhythm channel definitely has that 70s Marshall thing going on, and the lead channel just goes from there and takes you into the stratosphere. Now, for my personal choice in here, there's a few little tweaks that I like to set this up. One very straightforward mod you might want to make to the real amp, which would involve opening the amp up. For us, it involves opening the ideal tab, is to either turn the bright cap off. If I was using a Strat or a really bright guitar, I'd do that. But in this case, I kind of like a more aggressive bite from the bright cap. So I'm going to turn the bright cap value up to 1,000 picofarads on there. Let's actually have a listen to the difference between 500 and 1,000 on there. With this particular guitar, I find 1,000 just gives you that little bit of extra snap and aggression. It's great for that kind of hair metal or early grunge tone as well. And just as an aside, I've always enjoyed how many similarities there are between, say, mid to late 80s hair metal tones and early 90s grunge tones, especially because at the time, bands in those genres were pitted as like existential enemies, but they all loved the big, thick, greasy guitar tones. And I love those tones as well. If I was going for more of a modern kind of chug-a-chug sound, I'd probably just still leave it here. I would turn the master volume down a little bit just to give the amp a little bit more headroom. I'd turn the depth up, and then I would boost it up front with something like, say, a tube screamer. I'll just tweak the level on here, and we'll hear it with the drive. So in drop D, this gives you plenty of chunk. So satisfying to play as well. It's just one of those amps that I feel like it makes me want to play guitar better, and it makes me want to play guitar more. And furthermore, as we've seen, it's really straightforward to dial in. You can pretty much just bring up the model, choose an IR that you like, get stuck into the basic controls. If you want to kind of do some deep tweaking and play around with the bright cap or the impedance curves, you can do that. It doesn't take very long, or you can just stick to the tone page on there, dial it into the way you like, and go and have some fun playing some big, fat Soldano SLO-100 tones. If you've got any other questions, let me know in the comments section below. Otherwise, I will see you all on the next Tuesday tone tip video. Cheers!